Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Beautiful souls, welcome back if you're returning, welcome if you're new. It is amazing to be connecting with you all. Today is Sunday, and every Sunday, or it's Sunday as I'm posting this reading. Today is as a Sunday. I always post every Sunday a reading that asks for an immediate message for you, something that you need to hear about right now. And then we actually check in on the week ahead. It's like a weekly touch base with spirit kind of reading. These are timeless readings. You can check in with them at any time. You can also use my website to have the universe help you to find a reading for you. I'll put the link below in the description box. Today we have 3 beautiful cards to choose from for your piles. I'm also going to draw a rune and a charm for each of the piles as well. And we will also ask the universe for a pick a pile as well. So if you're not sure and you're not feeling certain about which pile or piles to choose from, sometimes it's more than one, we will be asking the universe as well, and I will put that in a different timestamp for you. But right now, welcome everybody, let's look at the cards. So pile 1, you have, she tames by laying down the staff and rope. Isn't that magic? She tames by laying down the staff and rope. That's pile 1. Pile 2, hold on to me. This is for pile 2. And pile 3, anchor to fly. How amazing is that? Anchor to fly. Okay, so those are the 3 cards. Let's now draw some charms and some runes. I'm going to put a little counter out so you can see the charms more easily for each of the piles. I think that should still have everything in view, just about. Might need to move that one along a little bit. So let's look at the charms first. In fact, actually, maybe we can put that one up there and that one up there. That might work better. Yeah, I think we'll do it that way. Moving all the cards around, but yeah, let's see what we can do here. So charms first. For pile 1, your charm is an octopus. So that is pile 1. Do you know, I'm looking at it and it almost looks more like a ghost than an octopus. Maybe it is a ghost. We'll look at that more clearly when we get to your reading and see what energy comes through. We have a butterfly for pile 2. And then for pile 3, we have a seahorse. That is for pile 3. And your runes. Oh, you've got 3 for pile 1. Pile 1, you have Perth, the rune of initiation. You have the rune of signals, Anzus, signs, signals, synchronicities, and also Fehu, which is the rune of possessions. Wow, 3 for pile 1. Pile 2, you have 3 as well. Let's move that to the bottom. You have the rune of manas, the self. You have the rune of Kano, openings. Let's position those. And then you have Rado, journey. So those are your... It looks like we're getting 3 for each pile. Let's see what comes through for pile 3. Yeah, it is 3 again. You have Berkana. This is the rune of growth. You have Lagos, the rune of flow. And you have Uras, the rune of strength. So those are your 3 piles, your charms, your runes, your cards. Now I'm going to leave the camera running for a few moments longer for anyone that just wants to sit with their intuition to see which pile or piles they're guided to. And I will also then move into the Ask the Universe which pile or piles they are suggesting, or I say they, Spirit, is suggesting today. So beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings or in the Ask the Universe part of the video in just a moment. Tons of love and see you soon. Welcome to the Ask the Universe part. I'm on my website, I'm clicking on Find a Reading, and you can use this facility to find you a reading as well as your pile. Today we're just asking for our pile. So I'm going to click Reveal My Pile. Wow, okay, I don't think that's actually ever happened before. Wow, okay, piles 1, 2 and 3. This is a first. This is the very first time I've ever used this and we've had all 3 piles show up. Well, wow is all I can say. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. I'm incredibly intrigued. I think that's really where I'm sat at the moment. She tames by laying down the staff and rope. Has a very specific kind of energy of allowing something to go with the flow. And I am pretty certain this is not an octopus, but it is most definitely a ghost. And this is partly why I am very intrigued. Now, Perth is a rune of initiation. It's like a rite of passage. With signs, signals, synchronicities, answers, it would suggest that something is being processed, and almost as though I almost want to say the best way of navigating this is to just allow it to unfold. That's what I feel. There is some sort of message coming through already with your cards and your runes and your charm. I'm not entirely sure what the ghost is yet, although I have some thoughts about it, but I'll probably draw more cards before I voice them. Now, with Fehu, the rune of possessions, of nourishment, it sometimes speaks of ambitions being satisfied. So something's coming to fruition. But it's almost as though for something to come to fruition, I almost feel as though you can't, it's sort of like a situation where maybe you can't force it. It's got to emerge like a rite of passage. Let's see what else is going on. What are we being shown for my beautiful pile 1? Ascension. Okay, embody your higher self. This could be for some of you like a really, really big kind of awakening. I almost said wake-up call. But I don't feel like if it's a wake-up call that it doesn't feel negative. I'm certainly not seeing anything as yet that would suggest something really jarring happening. Almost as though there is an ascension. There's an opening of your awareness. It's like you've not, maybe something you haven't seen before. A bit like, when someone says, oh, I saw a ghost. And it's like maybe they didn't believe in ghosts, but suddenly they see a ghost. And it's like, wow, I can't deny the fact that I saw that. And it opens this phenomenal pathway of higher consciousness, of ascension, of awareness. It's like synchronistically that was meant to happen. You're given a sign, like seeing a ghost. I don't know. Let's continue to follow through. What are we being shown? We have ease. Oh, wow. That's really rather lovely. We have self-sacrifice. And we'll draw one more from this deck. I think that's the one showing itself. And the Morrigan. Okay. So, let's move those along a little bit. I'm going to draw some more cards. Now, the Morrigan is interesting because she's a warrior. Female warrior energy, like the divine feminine energy. Self-sacrifice. I'm seeing you immersed below the surface. I'm hearing as well, what's that saying? When in deep water, become a diver. I'm also hearing all or nothing. It's coming through just looking at these scales. It's not all or nothing. And actually looking at ascension, what I see here are 2 figures, which initially I was only seeing only seeing the larger figure, but look, there's a smaller figure here. It's almost as though you have to remain grounded, whilst also, I don't know, exploring more. I'm still slightly intrigued. What is your immediate message? Maybe I think maybe coming through already, the immediate message is connected to letting something unfold, like trusting, which is a biggie, isn't it? But trusting that signs, synchronicities, that kind of stuff will happen. You'll be shown things, and there's purpose to it, leading to great, wonderful things with Fehu, with possessions, with nourishment, with ambitions satisfied. You've also got the cave. Okay, you have the kiss. You have the gem. And you have the sustainer. Okay. Really noticing these hands here. The cave, the kiss, the gem, and the sustainer. This is about shaping something, moulding something, creating something that is going to be of benefit in the long term. I am wondering whether there is... She tames by laying down stuff. I think something is naturally unfolding. It may be that for some of you there is a desire for something to happen quickly, and it may be that you're being asked to bring it into balance, to think about it, just to let it, immerse yourself in it and let it unfold, rather than trying to kind of take an action. Let's draw your tarot cards and see what else we are shown here. There we go. You have the Nine of Wands, you have the Empress, you have the Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, gosh, lots of Pentacles, you have the Sun, and then lastly you have the Hierophant. Right, okay. Beautiful souls, I think that you have either, this is what I think I'm being shown anyway, that you have been, it's like you've been touched by something, a bit like that moment of seeing a ghost, that I used that example. I think you've been touched by something, or something has awakened in you, or you've seen something differently. I don't think you maybe quite yet know almost like what to do with it or what to make of it. I feel like you've been shown something almost. It could be through a sign, a signal, a synchronicity. It could be something else. Actually, I think what the reading is doing is inviting you to sort of dive into it. It's like I don't think self-sacrifice is in a sort of a diminishing way in any way. I think it is literally like, almost like surrender. Surrender to it. It's like you've been touched by something, kissed by something, and it's awakened something in you with the cave and the gem. And now it's time to build it into something that will be sustainable. Now, I think a part of you could defend against it, which is why I think we have the Morrigan. This is what I think we're being shown here. That's what I feel I'm reading. And she tames by laying down the staff and rope is this element of surrender. Let it unfold. You don't have to demand to be shown more or see more. I feel that the signs, the signals, the synchronicities, things are just going to unfold. Your immediate response could be almost as though, kind of like, you know, when you're shown something and you think, oh, this is amazing, I want to know more, and you want to get to the end goal, but you can't really get there that quickly because you need time to process maybe more and more and more experiences, because if you process more and more and more experiences, then your awareness and your knowledge becomes consolidated, and what you're seeing or what has touched you becomes real to you. Now, for some of you, this awareness could be literally that kind of almost spiritual awakening. For others, it could be that you literally have seen something. Maybe you've seen something of someone with the kiss. But it's kind of almost drawing you into some sort of partnership, some sort of collaboration, some sort of connection. And it feels good. This is the really exciting thing. This feels good. This is one of those scenarios where you think, you know, I've been touched by this. I've felt that. I've experienced it. I'm intrigued, which is how I started, of course. The energy was right with me from the very start. I felt really intrigued. So it could be that you've met somebody. It could be that there is something that you want to go and learn more of. Or it could be, whatever it is for you. Your reading is talking about something that's left you intrigued, and it's like a bit of a light bulb sort of moment where you think, oh, that's so interesting, I really would like to learn more. It's left you thinking, it's got you thinking. And this is absolutely with the Empress and the Sun and the Hierophant. This, I feel your reading is suggesting this is a path worth following. It really, really is. I think it's not something that you can rush. Just allow it to unfold. Immerse yourself in it. And what you'll find is that over time, whatever this is, I think it will consolidate and become something genuinely sustainable, solid, real for you. You know, a piece of knowledge that's real to you, or some understanding that's real to you, or a connection with someone that's real to you. We're seeing really happy outcomes. I think it's something that you need to not exactly work at, but that it's one of those things where you build upon it. You know, when every experience builds upon the next experience, which builds upon the next experience until you have that complete, real experience of something, and you know it to be real, you know it for what it is. I think this is actually possibly quite a significant sort of, being touched by something or someone. It is like an awakening, and I don't think you can deny it, really. It's one of those real things. But how fantastic. This is a road that's worth investing in here with the the 6 of Pentacles here. This is a road that's absolutely worth investing in. Follow it through. Look at that pathway leading ahead. Yeah, you could. This could even be something that you wouldn't have considered before. It's coming through here with, again, the Morrigan and the 9 of Wands. Maybe you wouldn't. I don't think this is something you wouldn't once have considered. So I use the example of a person. If it was someone, it's maybe not your usual type. If it's a situation or an awakening, a spiritual awakening, which it could be with the Hierophant. That sort of spiritual journey, it's like, well, this is amazing. I wouldn't have considered this before. This would not be my usual bag, but wow, this feels good. I want to know more. I want to experience more. It is like seeing a ghost, and it's like, well, I never believed in them, but I saw one. There it is. I can't deny it. It's this feeling. I think this is quite exciting, actually, if I'm truly honest, Pile 1. I really am excited for you. Please keep me posted in the comments. Now, I'm going to draw more cards and find out about the week ahead for you. What are we showing for the week ahead? So you've got the Ace of Pentacles. This would suggest that whatever showed up, you can now start to pursue it. You can now you can learn more. You can invest in it. You can get going. If for example, it was a relationship with someone, you want to reach out. You want to get to know them better. You want to find out more. If it is a course of study, go find out more, reach out. You have the Page of Cups. Somebody may even reach out to you. Actually, this could be you reaching out, or someone could reach out to you. If someone reaches out to you in alignment with this, then you know, with the Ace of Pentacles, I'd sort of be inclined to seize the moment. Oh my goodness me. And with the Nine of Pentacles, I think this is, you're going to love it. You would absolutely love it. This can grow really fast, actually. So I'm saying it's got to take its time, let it unfold. In fact, if there is a situation where you're questioning how to move it forwards, I think this is a week when maybe an invitation will arrive to assist you to move it forwards. Once you get started, I think you'll be surprised how quickly this grows. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, how quickly your perspectives change and shift, and how quickly you learn. Let's see what else we are shown for the coming week. Is there anything else to come through? I thought there was one more card, and here it is. You have the Ace of Swords. Okay, wow. How amazing. 2 aces. We begin with the Ace of Pentacles for this week, the investment. We arrive at the Ace of Swords. I actually am rather inclined, my beautiful pile one, to think that this will be, you'll kind of begin to get some clarity as to how this might progress. So whatever situation is going on around you, immerse yourself in it. You've been touched by something. Allow it to unfold. Choose to invest in it simultaneously. It's almost as though it's one of those scenarios which is very much about practicing the art of allowing and, you know, surrendering to something. When something does unfold, it's like, let's say a situation unfolds and a doorway is opened for you. You still have to choose to walk through it. So it's not about trying to find that doorway or make it happen. But when the doorway is presented to you, you then make the choice to actually step through it as opposed to walk by it or disregard it. Or that's the kind of flavour of the energy here. So yeah, I think something is going to significantly shift. What is really lovely here, it all feels really rewarding. It feels as though you're going to build on something and it's going to become something that can become stronger and stronger for you, more and more of a known, real thing. And, you know, whatever that may be in your world, it will be unique to you each. If this is not resonating with you, it may be that whatever it is, it's possible that it hasn't touched you yet, but it's about to. Particularly with the Ace of Pentacles showing up here. Pile one, this is your reading. Keep me posted in the comments, but there's something that's going to get you to want to know more, to want to discover more. So whether it's a situation, a piece of learning, an area of, I don't know, knowledge or experience, or something you'd like to do, or someone you'd like to know or get to know better, whatever it might be. This feels like an invitation, and one that will naturally unfold in a way that just feels, to be honest, really delightful. Absolutely delightful. How amazing. Pile one, this is your reading. Beautiful souls, I thank you so much to those of you who've contacted me about my tarot course and have wanted to work with stage payments. That I am working on getting that set up, so I'll make an announcement here on YouTube as soon as that is available for you. So keep an eye on the announcements as well as the videos. And if you'd like to make sure you never miss anything as soon as I upload it, if you subscribe and hit the little bell icon, hopefully everything I post will come into your stream. Pile one, tons of love. Pile two, welcome to your reading. You have Hold On To Me. I love the energy of this card. Now, Kano, the rune of openings, is like it's like a new dawn, a new beginning, a doorway opening for you. With Manas, the rune of the self, this is clearly personal to you. I feel. With Rado, I mean, I do actually wonder whether some of you will have an opportunity literally to travel, to go on a journey. With the butterfly, it could just be that the journey is one of expansion. But I feel that something often happens fast when we get this card. You have empowered love. How exciting. Move out of survival and into the energy of thriving. Okay, so moving from surviving to thriving. Gosh, this is a big burst of movement forwards. Hold on to me as if somehow your feet aren't going to hit the ground. Okay, empowered love. I wonder if there would be a journey literally for some of you of love, or a journey that you love. Let's see what else we're shown for you, pile 2. We have Eris. That's very interesting. I really love Eris. We have Ease, which came out in pile 1. Gosh, and recklessness. I want to say throw caution to the wind. I'm not sure what this is about for you, but, you know, for some of you, it could be a relationship. It could be love. But honestly, throw caution to the wind. That's what I want to say. You know, ease yourself into this. Eris's energy, Eris's story is fascinating. Eris is an energy of profound defendedness. I say defendedness. She's very, very, very empowered, and she's empowered. And we've got empowered love. She's empowered in the divine feminine. That's what I would say. It's like the divine feminine empowerment. I think maybe you're going to bring something back into balance in your life, perhaps. If you haven't allowed yourself to have fun, you might be diving into some fun. There's something here that is about bringing something back. Look at the butterfly as well. I hadn't even noticed that initially. Look at the butterfly right above her head, and we have the butterfly here. Recklessness. Look at the ring of fire. Now, very recently, we've had a ring of fire eclipse. We had a new moon ring of fire eclipse. Wow. Okay. I think something might happen very quickly. Now, if it hasn't already happened, I think that your reading seems to me to be suggesting that something may happen quite suddenly, in quite an electrifying way. I think it is addressing an imbalance, or indeed moving something forward. You have the desert. That's really lovely. You have the flame. You have apocalypse. Wow, apocalypsis. And you have the maiden. I think something is, this is what I feel I'm being shown here, something is going to emerge in your world quite fast, quite suddenly, like going on a new journey. And it comes, interestingly enough, after a time of either wishing for something or wanting something, or feeling as though the world is a bit of a barren desert or a dry desert. I think something is about to arrive in your world, if it hasn't already. If it has, you'll know what this means, because it's fast, it's happening. It's an opening. Wow. Let's see what else we're shown here for you, my beautiful pile 2s. So this, and this, and this, and this, and this. We have the Star, we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 6 of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords, you have the 6 of Pentacles, you have the 9 of Pentacles, and you have, oh goodness me, you've got the Chariot. I think we can get one more card in. Let's draw one more card and put it in here. There it is. There it is. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, my. This is really quite exciting. Okay, so let us look at this. So the Star is fabulous. It's following your North Star, empowered love. With the Eight of Swords, I wonder, followed by the Six, whether you actually clear the way for something, or something is cleared, the way is cleared for you. Eris, she's a warrior energy. I feel that balance is being called for, but Eris has a disruptive energy, actually, although I think it's about achieving balance. She's a feminine warrior, but if she does achieve balance, she does it through disruption very often. Recklessness. This, I feel like there's a really big message here that's sort of suggesting that you go for it, whatever this might be. It's like, don't keep your light under a bushel. If you have been feeling like you're in a bit of a barren desert, or you're a bit stuck with the Eight of Swords energy as well, this is about setting your sights on the horizon and sort of going for it. Look at the path unfolding, because it seems to me that there is quite a prosperous path for you to walk down here. But somehow it's almost as though you've got to kind of, I don't know, navigate it could be like the disintegration of something in order to get there. Like you've got to step through, a bit like stepping through a ring of fire, and then there you are in the new. There's something here about that I feel I'm seeing that will move forwards in the most positive way. There's a really profound new beginning. I would almost venture to say like a new chapter in your journey. I think it's really fabulous. We've got really, really excitingly positive cards here. Ace of Pentacles, how fab is that? Empowered love. But it is as if either maybe something creates the disruption or the dissolution of something. Something is changing. And within that change, do you know, I've just noticed, look at that your light, your little candle has gone out. I wonder if something has reached its natural end, but it feels really appropriate because you're meant to blossom and bloom, and you're meant to move from surviving to thriving. So, I mean, maybe it is just that a barren period has ended, but the new is beginning. I'm actually going to press the pause button. I'm going to get you a fresh candle. There we go. I have lit you a fresh new candle. But you know, while I was lighting it, I found myself humming, hearing that song. How does it go? Relight my fire. Your love is my only desire. That's what I was hearing. Or relight your fire, not mine. But that's what I was hearing. It's like relighting something, reigniting something, or igniting something that you've kept under a bushel. But however, there is something that is being dissolved or removed or disrupted in order to create it, like this ring of fire. But my goodness me, hold on to me, hold on to you. I think this is like something that once lit and ignited, it can take off. Something has been blocking you, or making you feel as though you couldn't or it wouldn't. The deserts, that barren energy. But my goodness me, somehow you set your sights on a different future, or you see a way forward. But I do think it's come through disruption of something. That's what I feel. But the disruption is to bring about balance, to bring light, balance back into your life, excitement as well. Maybe you've been feeling in a flattened place, or not quite connected fully to your own potential, and this is enabling that to take place. It's enabling that to happen. This is what I think your message is about. Your immediate message is about, literally about empowered love. It's about a block being removed and an opportunity for you to really invest and build on a new, I think it's like a new stage of your journey. Let's ask about the week ahead. Can we get guidance, information? So you have the Hanged Man. It's your first card for the week ahead. Okay. I wonder if something will turn your world upside down. You have, maybe something has turned your world upside down. You have the Queen of Cups. Two queens. And you've got a king. Okay, now this is now very fascinating. You've got the king and the queen of cups. You have the death card. Okay. Right, you've got two queens here. I'm seeing these two cards from the base of the pack as well. Let's get those out as well. You have the Seven of Swords. And you have the Eight of Wands, which is a very fast-moving energy. I think this week something actually does complete or come to an end. It may even be that it comes to an end because you, with the Seven of Swords, so, I don't know, maybe you've been keeping your light under a bushel, you haven't been saying something, you've not been able to voice something, or you didn't feel it was appropriate, or maybe somebody else hasn't been saying something. Whatever the disruption, I think the disruption happens, and I think it creates a movement of energy, something shifts and moves forwards. Like, whereas maybe you've been looking back, do you know, you may even, for some of you, have been, because this is about empowered love, you may even have been in a very reflective kind of place and thinking, you know, I'm not going to move that forwards, or it wouldn't be appropriate to move that forwards. Then something comes along and disrupts things, and it's like it turns you in a different direction. Look at the way the Queen is looking backwards and the King is looking this way. So there's a rebirth, a completion, even a regeneration, perhaps, for some of you. Something is definitely, that this feels like this week there is a big shift. It's the Kano energy. I do feel it is a little bit, I'm going to ask about the disruptiveness of it. I feel I want to follow through and ask a little bit more, if we can, about the disruptiveness of this. What are we seeing here? You have the Emperor. You have the Page of Swords. And you have Temperance, which is also all about balance. I find myself wondering if maybe this week, maybe this is a week when you step up and take charge of something. Maybe previously you felt blocked, or you felt a bit stuck, or you didn't feel you could have a voice, or you didn't feel you could move something forwards. I think that you do something this week. Maybe you're the Eris energy. Maybe you create the disruption. But it is to bring balance with Temperance. The purpose of the disruption is to realign something and bring it back into balance. And from that position of balance, the energy can then move forwards. Greater things can come. It would be like if you're all higgledy-piggledy and tangled up in something, and you're going over and over it or something, and thinking, well, I couldn't do that because this would happen, or what if I did that because, that would happen, and, all the what ifs that we go through in our heads when we are feeling a little bit stuck. And then suddenly, I don't know, somehow either something maybe occurs that creates a situation for you to step forward, or, that's something that disrupts it, or indeed you are the disruptor by simply just stepping up and stepping forwards. But I see positive balance coming from it. It's like if there's been an imbalance in a relationship, then I think you address the imbalance by having a voice. You shift something and you move it forwards. That's what we see here. And what I think you see is potentially some really quite fast results. So you see something moving on from this. You see something happening in a positive way. Rado, the Rune of Journey. This sets you forth, I think, on a really positive pathway. It's almost as though it's something, if you think about every situation as being about energy, if we think of that language, well, it's almost as though energetically you clear something. Something is disrupted, but the disruption arrives to clear something, and it clears the pathway ahead. And I do think when we shift energy, we shift a block of some sort for however we've done it, or whatever, maybe there's been some soul searching with manas. But when we do that sort of soul searching and you emerge, that butterfly, you're coming out of that chrysalis state, as you emerge after doing a lot of soul searching, even if it feels disrupting a decision you make. My goodness me. The energy is now shifting and moving. It's like opening a dam or something, and the water can now flow. And suddenly there is a big shift when we think about every situation as containing energy, being made of energy. We are made of energy, or so science tells us, that it is about creating an energetic shift. And somehow, I think your world begins to really move forwards. So I think your primary message is about a circumstance or a situation. I do feel where you take the lead. And what we're shown this week, potentially, is where you take the lead. And I think you, in creating, you create the shift by, maybe disrupting something, saying no to something, or saying yes to something. I don't know. But there is an opening that comes from this. And everything starts to move forwards and shift very, very quickly. But what I see here is it feels like a very positive outcome, and a really fabulous outcome, and a much more balanced kind of position for you than maybe a situation where you were feeling as though you were either blocked or disempowered or stuck. It's that kind of a shift in energy. Pile 2, this is your reading. This is the reading for you for this week. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. And if you want to make sure you never miss a reading, make sure you subscribe and press the little bell icon. For those of you who have contacted me, several people have been contacting me about my tarot course and asking about stage payments. It is in progress. We are working out how to achieve this. It should be live relatively soon, so watch this space, and I will put a notification about it as and when it's done. So keep an eye on the notifications, and hopefully they come into your stream as well as the readings whenever I upload them. Beautiful souls, tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Okay, you have celebration. Oh, wow. Pile 3, this looks so awesome. Celebration. Celebrate the pleasures of embodiment on earth. Anchor to fly. Gosh, what is coming into your world? That just looks fabulous. You have Berkana. Berkana is a whole new chapter of life. It's new growth, and with flow, the ebb and flow of life, something emerging, something flowing into existence maybe. And with the rune of strength, I wonder if something really solid is about to really grow and take off, get anchored in your life. Let's find out more. What is the message that Pile 3 need to hear immediately? And we'll look at the week ahead for you as well. You have self-sacrifice. That's an interesting card. That came out in Pile 1. I'm actually seeing those two, very specifically. That one and that one. You have limerence. Is that how we say that? Yes, limerence and begin again. Oh, wow. Okay, gosh, there is a new beginning about to anchor itself very joyfully in your life, I think. Anchor to fly. Wow. I feel like you may actually have made a sacrifice in some way, shape or form. Let something, it's not exactly letting something go, that's the wrong word, but sacrifice something, gave something up in order to make space for something new to arrive. The energy of limerence is about sometimes feeling a little bit overwhelmed by something. I do think you maybe have had to let something go. in order to start again. But my goodness me, it's about longing as well. So maybe there was something you were longing for and it didn't happen, or it hasn't happened, but I think it's about to with begin again. Look at her standing on the edge of this space of new beginnings. Wow, let's see what else we are showing here. I think you literally are standing in the space. Look at this, you have the poet, a space of a new beginning, literally. You have Kairos. Let's have that so you can have a look at that lovely eye. I think this is something you've dreamed of or wanted, something you've longed for. I feel like it's about to arrive. Almost interestingly enough, Anima Mundi, at a time when you almost didn't expect it to ever happen, which is really, really interesting. So it feels like quite a confirmation. The empty room. Oh, there's a real sense of longing here, something you've longed for. And I don't know, I feel as though you've had to give something up. Maybe you genuinely did give something up that you really wanted in order to self-sacrifice to benefit somebody else or another situation. However this is, we've got anchor to fly and celebration. I think something is about to literally land, give you an opportunity to literally begin again. If you've had difficulty with, I don't know, maybe even a connection with someone, this could be an opportunity to start again, or it is to start afresh. It's like a blank canvas arriving, but this is a blank canvas where you can really celebrate and start to bring forth your dreams. I do think there is something you've been longing for, and it is as though divine timing kicks in. Let's ask for more. May we kindly ask for some more information about this situation and about the immediate message. I don't know whether this is coming as an assurance to you that your longing is to be fulfilled, whatever this is, that it was right to sacrifice whatever it was that you let go of, because it means that there is space for something else to come in. But I do have that sense of a longing. You have the Seven of Pentacles, so something hasn't yet come to fruition that you would have liked. We have the Hermit. For some of you, this could be relationally connected. It could be that you have been feeling like you're on your own. And as if somehow, I do think it's as if, will it ever come? We have the Six of Pentacles and the Death card. You have the card of Temperance. You have the card of the Six of Swords, and I think we have room for one more. Let's bring that in. It seems to be happening in these readings. There's always a space. There's a space for something more. Okay, what's that telling us about your reading pile 3? And then you have the Page of Cups. I actually do feel that your reading is suggesting that something you have been longing for, yearning for, very, very, at a very deep-hearted sort of level, I think it is coming to you. I think that's what your message is about. And when it comes, honestly, the celebration is going to be huge. And also, this is something that will stand the test of time. It will be strong. It will be solid, rather than something that might look good on the tin but be a bit wishy-washy. Now, this is something that there's something you've dreamed of, you're desiring, and I think your primary message is, and this will be whatever it is for you. So for some of you, it could be love. But, I think whatever this is for you, something you've longed for, it could be a sense of belonging. It could be, these are the kind of feelings I feel I'm picking up on. It could be a sense of belonging, where to put an anchor down. If we think about the metaphor of putting down an anchor, it's like, when are you going to find the harbour that you can put your anchor in? When are you going to find your safe harbour? And that safe harbour could be connected to a location. It could be connected to what it would feel like to feel in a safe relationship. So that's what I kind of feel your primary message is saying. Look, this is coming. What you are yearning for, what you have been longing for, is coming. And for some of you, I think you may have made some genuinely significant sacrifices along the way. And these sacrifices along the way are I mean, in a way, whatever got you to where you are here now, you had the strength to do what you needed. And I feel this is like a fresh beginning with Berkana. Literally, this is the message of your reading. It's that the thing you've been longing for is coming. There is a fresh, new beginning. What you have been dreaming of, hoping for, yearning, it's coming. That's your message, really, ultimately, whatever that will be for you. Whether it's love or it's, as I said, that I get this sort of sense of belonging around this as well. But let's see what else we're shown. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Now, I'd like to ask about the week ahead. That was really my intent. But what this is suggesting to me, because the Eight is such a fast card, and the Nine of Pentacles is such a sense of fulfillment, I suspect this might emerge quite quickly. Let's ask about the week ahead. You have the Page of Swords. You have the Judgment. Ah, okay. I think this is almost about, the Wheel of Fortune, aligning your energy with what you want to, what you desire. And we have the Hierophant. Very, very good essence of divine timing coming in here. I sort of feel this is, obviously no reading will ever tell you what to do. That's a given. You have conscious free will and choice. But, when we lean into a reading, as I am right now, and look at what I think I'm seeing here for you, when we lean into a reading, sometimes sort of bits of almost like advice and guidance come through. What you do with that is up to you. But I do feel this is suggesting that if you are very focused on the outcome that you want, but rather than feeling as though you're focusing on it as though you haven't got it, that's that empty room feeling, that yearning, that longing, it's not here, rather than being involved and involving your thoughts and your feelings energetically in what you haven't got, bring your entire focus to what you desire, what you want. Sort of like, it's almost like dream and believe is what's coming through here, actually. Have a dream and believe in it, pile 3. Trust that the world is opening up for you. Trust that almost just when you thought it wasn't going to happen, it is going to happen. Something here, that there is a very, very, very big shift in the energy here, but it is about something you've been yearning for. And it is almost as though this week, the role that you can play is to be really focused on what you desire. It may be that it's coming quite soon, but let's see whether we can get any further guidance about the week ahead. Gosh, you've got the Ace of Swords. You have the Two of Cups. Wow. You've got the World. I would, if I was in your position, pile 3, I'd be making a vision board. I'd be really bringing my focus and my attention to what I desire. What's that yearning? But place it into something visual and real that makes it possible rather than impossible. It's like creating this personal internal shift so that your mind is focused on something as an outcome rather than something that you haven't got. So you're focusing on it as if you can have it rather than you can't, which is a very distinct difference in the energy and the energetic resonance of those thoughts. Now you have the High Priestess. I actually do feel that this could be potentially a week when something does actually get initiated. Something is moved forwards for you, and indeed with you, which feels, because we've got celebration, anger to fly. I think it could happen quite suddenly as well. When something happens and events move very fast. I think this is fascinating, absolutely fascinating. It's actually very empowering, because it's sort of saying, focus on what you want and the wheel will turn. It's as if the energy is primed to actually support you to make this, to fulfill your longing. The energy is primed for you to wish for it with the poet, to sit in that space of possibility and absolute knowing. And open yourself to receive. And it's this real sort of, real law of attraction, art of manifestation type reading here. It's almost as though you can really influence the energy this week. It's primed for it. You don't have to remain stuck. Indeed, if something feels stationary, just get still and observe and get focused on what you need, what you want to emerge. And then I think something can literally birth. Wow, pile 3, this is phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful souls, keep me posted in the comments. Let me know what happens this week. I would be really, really thrilled to know how this energy shifts and moves. It does feel like something you are yearning for, longing for, is literally about to happen, and you are going to be celebrating. And if something's already come into your world and you're thinking, is this going to be right, or will it be, or will it, or won't it be? This would suggest this is a really positive, if something's already in your world, this is positive, and the outcome will be what you are looking for. Wow. Pile 3, this is so gorgeous. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. I am sending you all the love in the world. A few people have been contacting me, about more than a few, asking about stage payments for my tarot course. People wanting to sign up while it's half price, but wanting to do stage payments. I am getting that set up. Watch for announcements. I will put a post here on YouTube at some point as soon as that's ready and available, just to let you know. So if you're interested in learning to read, keep an eye out for that. Or indeed, if you want to make sure you never miss a reading as soon as I upload it, don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon, and hopefully as soon as I post anything you'll be notified. Tons of love, pile 3.